Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it, as we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Nittany Lions will kick this deep to start us off. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line. The Buckeyes will crank up the tempo. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Dropping back, it's Turner. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. You're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The Nittany Lions will look to convert here on 4th down. That's a design quarterback keeper. He's got room, looking for the end zone. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, I kind of like this defense. I knew this quarterback could run the football, but I didn't know he could take it that far down the field and let alone a score.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They begin with a quick throw to the left. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Turner. Looking for a deep completion. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he's in the clear down the right side, end zone ahead. They could not stop him, he's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Turner looking to make a play here. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. They'll hand it off. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it second and medium. They'll run it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And the Nittany Lions with 1st and 10 here. And the single back takes the handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Getting set. Here's second down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Football comes out. It's a turnover.
Chris, at the risk of stating the obvious, in these conditions, the ball carriers have got to do a better job of securing the football because if that ball gets away from you, chances are it's going to get on the ground and a turnover.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Fights off a defender.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Oh, look at the quick. Continues to fight for yards. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore. This is a determined running back just refusing to be brought down that time by the defense.
You know, the coaches told us that this guy's one of the hardest workers on the entire team, and you can see all that offseason work that he put in has paid off. That time, shaking free from those defenders and getting more positive yards.
The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They will try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Offense retakes the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounce back from that right away. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down after the incompletion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a play.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Makes the catch downfield. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Defense showing blitz here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Getting set, second down play here. Movement at the second level of the defense now. They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout, and he's got it. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
The Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. And the running back takes the handoff. They can't stop him. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back that can be able to pick up those yards, get those first downs.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Teams are getting more and more creative with how they run their counter plays. Gone are the days of everyone under center running the counter tray. Now you're seeing it modernized. We'll see how many different versions they'll run today.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's 3rd and 4. So far, they're 2 for 2 on third down this possession. Quarterback drops back. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes a quick catch. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. How about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
Right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. To the air, it's Turner. He's going to pull it down and run. And the defense wraps him up. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year. But with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And a return is brought down by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Back to throw. It's Turner. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Lets it go quickly. The freshman shows inexperience. Lucky it didn't get intercepted.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there, but throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. Incomplete, but yeah, here comes a penalty marker now. That should be a drive-extending first down.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
Looking to throw it on first down. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Looking to throw. It's Turner. He's running out of time here. He's hit just before the throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. And they're finally able to stop him. A huge gain and a touchdown-saving tackle as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
That's exactly what the coach, I'm sure, talked about there at halftime, is the defense is going to be out there on the field first. We're down in this football game. We got to get pressure on this offense, come up with some plays, and get the ball back to our offense. And that's exactly what they have a chance to do now.
He'll field the punt. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He breaks through now, has room to run. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loss of 3. Second down.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Turner. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
It's a quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they go in front here in the second half. Look at the blazing speed of that quarterback. If you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
Now they get set to kick it away. And it's field, the returner trying to create good field position here. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out, and they get a drive going this time. It's an option look. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. Heading left after the handoff. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. Using his legs here. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. And you've seen you able to make the stop after a short gain. Third down coming up after that running play. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Penn State.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Inside the 35-yard line. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 21, Penn State 17.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And he's got it again. Touchdown, Penn State. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the fourth quarter. Can they hang on? Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The shotgun handoff here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't fooled at all. This time they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
So it's second down and long here from the 13. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quick throw to the left side. He makes the grab. And the gain just good enough for a first down. That's nice execution to pick up the first down. Little curl route curve against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Turner. It's a short completion of the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. It's second down. quarterback dropping back. Receiver makes the catch. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They're going to run it. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's inside the 15. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30.
First down for the offense.
The Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is that offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging.
Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the fourth quarter.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions, to claim the lead here in the final minute.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback. With the game on the line, he finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
No problem with BAT right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. So here we go. It could come down to this possession, Kirk. It sets up as a potential classic finish.
Well, Chris, after everything that's going on in this field in a rivalry game, if you're a quarterback, this is what you dream about. Having the ball in your hands with a chance to lead your team down and potentially win this game.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they got called. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. And the offense takes some time out with 15 seconds remaining.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Now it's second down here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football if you walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. With Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.